It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Mayfield on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Chubb, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this time he is in. Yes. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards remain on second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back to Mixon on second down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
One, ready?
Burrow looking to pass. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 37, they work on second and 6. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. He was out there waving. His arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mayfield swings this out for Hunt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third and goal. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that will get me off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Flushed out right. This one hauled in by Sample. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Mayfield. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
57, Mike, 57.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow going for the deep ball. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu.